Hey guys, very quickly, I want to talk about when people invest, and we're talking about making sure that you invest only money that you can afford to lose. I think that's very important to understand that we have different revenues, different allocations, and different places we put money all the time. And if people have 401ks, other retirement funds, and then when it comes to putting money like in Robinhood, that's always extra money that we don't have to worry about if we do lose it. I think that's where we learn how to deal with money. And I think it's very important to learn how to deal with money. This is not financial advice, just want to let you know. But this is what I do. And what I do is like I learn on Robinhood. Back in 2018 when I started learning on Robinhood, changed my investing strategies over the years. In fact, I used to do biotech stocks, made money, but personally, I like to keep stocks a lot longer instead of buying and selling. So I think dividend stocks is now the way that I would love to go most of the time, and that's what I do most of the time now. But since we do have different ways to save money, and I always hear people on YouTube and other people talk about diversification. Now, with dividends here, I think what we're trying to do is get money that we can use that they're paying you, not necessarily increased stock price. Because if it's an increased stock price and you're making more money, you have to sell your stock to make that money. With dividends, the money is coming right to you every single month or every quarter, or however your stocks are paying you. So what I like about Robinhood is that that's what I'm doing with the dividend stocks. And I'm not concerned about putting so much money into one company in particular and not diversifying. Because what we're trying to do is, in the short run, and hopefully for the long run, make as much dividend as possible so that you can help pay other things off or buy other dividend stocks with that money. But if I invest into these blue chip companies, over time, yes, you will make dividend. The stock price will increase, and maybe the stock price increases more along with the dividend, and you do great with the blue chip companies. However, some of the other companies that people are leaving behind are actually the companies that are doing fantastic, and just because they don't have the track record that other companies do, people just don't invest into them, which I think is wrong. I think most people that I see always talk about the same companies over and over again. One, they are good companies, but if you really look into some of these companies, they're not the greatest. They always talk about realty company, ticker symbol O. That is fantastic. I don't see it as the greatest REIT out there. And a lot of people always talk about it because I think everybody does, and that's what they do. They do the research on those companies. I prefer to research other companies as well and see what looks like it's going to have the potential to do great. And if they're run well, they're making money, and they're going in the right direction, and the decisions they've made over the years always seem to be for the benefit of the company and the stockholders, then I think that's a good company to invest into. So I make those decisions that way. I'm not so worried about diversifying. Maybe you could say that it is diversified because maybe my other stocks are not invested into REITs. My retirement funds and things of that sort are not invested into REITs or realty stocks. So maybe you can say it's diversified, so it doesn't really matter how much money I put into REITs at this point. But my bottom line at this point is that I want to make enough dividend so that I can either buy stock with it or I can use it for other purposes. And if I wait to make money off companies that cost $200 or $300 per share, it's just not going to get me to where I want to right away. I guess you have to see what stage of life you're in and see what is the best way to invest for yourself. Guys, you all take care. Nice talking to you.